On you guys, ShadowX back with you for another Dokkan battle video, and Int Gogeta's EZA details have officially been revealed to us. We now know what this man is going to be doing and what he's going to look like. Alongside Tech Blue Goku and AGL Blue Goku here, they are also going to be receiving their EZAs, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and break down all the information that we have, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on how I feel about these awakenings. So starting out with Int Gogeta here, his leader skill now is 3 key and 130% of stats. So that's obviously what we would expect. His super attack now, he raises defense for one turn and lowers attack and defense. So that's actually really nice. His passive here, he gets 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. So now he has defense, which is really what he needed. He's still effective against all types, which is what he already was. And then now he has a medium chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attacks, with one or more rainbow key stars obtained. So I believe that's going to be a 25 or maybe 30% chance. Um, and then he now gets an additional 40% attack with 2 or more rainbow key stars obtained, and then he has a high chance of performing a critical hit with 3 or more rainbow key stars obtained. So this guy's EZA is insane. Um, if you can get him, 3 rainbow key spheres, he's gonna be dominant, right? I mean, not to say that he wasn't already, because he's already doing 4 million attacks at super effective against all types, right? But you look at rainbow orb changes, and outside of Tech God Goku, LR Spirit Bomb Goku, and Candy Gotenks, there's not a whole lot of other units that will, rainbow orb change for him on the teams that you're going to be using him on, right? So those 3 main units are going to be this guy's best friend. So keep that in mind when you're deciding to use this guy on, and kind of build different teams for him. You want to take those things into consideration. Now, um, I really like what they did with him. I wish this was maybe attack and defense 40%, or maybe he greatly raised defense on super attack. Um, but he's still really good. I just feel like they could have made him a little better. I mean, we'll have to see what he looks like in game, obviously, right? He's gonna be shitting out 8 million attack stats. I mean, that's what the APT on the Reddit has him doing, right? But it's in reality it's like 4 million attack stats, but because it's a 1.5 multiplier, it's essentially 7, 8 million attack stats for free, right? So, he's really good. I like what they did with this EZA. It's just I'm more curious to see how he handles himself in the defensive department. And I might actually try him in slot one for like extreme super battle road where the enemy's attacking like 6 times. I want to see if how reliant can you rely on this medium chance of evading, right? Because 25%, 30% chance is not as reliable as something like what Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has with what high chance. Um, and then obviously with like something like Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, a great chance, which is 70% chance, right? So, um, you know, it's a nice touch, I guess, that he can dodge, but it's not the biggest thing ever. And then also the fact that he gets critical hit with 3 or more Rainbow Key Spheres. It's not that big of a difference because he's already super effective against all types. So it's like it's just like nice little touches that he has, which I like. It's gonna increase the overall amount of damage that he does, right? But again, you need to have rainbow keyspheres around him, right? And I found that when using these types of units, getting these guys orbs is not as consistent as you guys might think. Like, there's several occasions where I've entered the fight and there's literally not a single rainbow keysphere on the field. So when that happens, getting this guy's full passive is completely killed in that moment, right? So I like these types of units, but I'm not in love with these, Rainbow Keysphere hungry type units. We just need more Rainbow Keysphere units in the game overall, I think. And once we get more of these types of units, units like this will really be helped out a lot. So there you guys go. There's Int Gogeta's ECA. Can't wait to test him out in game and see what he can do overall. Next, let's talk about Blue Goku here. So his leader skill now is 35% per tech keys for obtained. Before it was 33%, so it only went up 2%. That will help you in something like punching bag machine when you're trying to get more damage. The 2% increase it makes a little bit of a difference for sure. His super attack now, he raises attack and defense for one turn and causes supreme. Then his passive skill here, he changes Rainbow Key Sphere's attack, then attack and defense 100% plus an additional attack and defense 59%, and all allies' chance of performing a critical hit 7% when there are only tech allies attacking the same turn. So they really want you to use this guy on like a full tech build, which isn't the worst ever. It's not really the meta in Dokkan right now. Um, you know, I still think this guy's main relevance is going to be in the punching bag machine event. But now more so in Battlefield, you might consider using this guy, right? Um, but he's still really good. They just kind of limited him, to having a full tech build if you really want to get his max potential, right, or his overall viability and usage. But nonetheless, he's definitely a lot better than what he used to be. I'll save that for free, right? Because now he's getting defense. What did he get before? Yeah, he didn't even get attack and defense on super attack, so now he actually has some kind of defense with him. So, he's a lot better overall, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the blue Goku here, who's designed in a very similar way. So leader skill, fodder. Don't worry about his leader skill; it's trash. His super attack here, he raises attack and defense for one turn and causes supreme, so same as the other blue Goku. And then the passives are almost the same. It's just that you know this guy is also giving 20% attack when there are Realm of Gods category allies in the same turn. So, you pull up the Realm of Gods category here. Oh wait, did I? Okay, here we go. I mean, they can't go a week without buffing this category. It's insane. Look at this. You have so much freaking power in this category, and this guy is going to be supporting all these units. He's supporting them. It's insane. Um, so this guy is going to be hitting extremely hard, right? He's giving the entire rotation 7% chance critical hit. Um, you have something like Int Gogeta supporting, right? Tech, um, Toa, right? It's just everyone on that damn team is going to be critting, right? It's the amount of power on that team is insane with the addition of this guy as well. So I do like the fact that they kind of restrict this guy to Realm of Gods. That's where you're gonna want to use this guy, and then something like this Blue Goku, if you're running like a full tech build for like I don't know Battlefield for let's say, you'd probably want to lean more towards this guy. So they're kind of separating the two Gokus. I like that idea. Instead of just making them like 150% attack and defense to this guy, and then this guy gets 160% attack and defense, like this way of building them makes them versatile in different um, aspects of the game, and different parts and where you're gonna build your teams, and you're gonna want to use this blue Goku, and where you're gonna want to use that blue Goku on a different team, right? So, I like the idea of kind of making these guys similar, but different in their own ways. Like I like that. I like the way they went for these blue Gokus for sure. And then obviously Int Gogeta I like as well. I feel like you know he could have had a little bit more defensive utility. Keep in mind if he can super attack twice, that's gonna really help him. He's obviously gonna be double raising his defense at that point. But I really want to see how this guy performs defensively in something like Extreme Super Battle, right? I want to see how he does against multiple super attack or attacks in general. If he can, dodge on a consistent basis. Obviously, 25%, 30% chance isn't very reliable, but how often does that proc, right? Um, Outside of this guy doing 5 million attack stats, he's good. He's gonna be dominant, right? Um, so I guess that's all of the information we have on the two or three rather new EZAs. Let me know what you guys think of these EZA awakenings. And I guess that's gonna do it for this one. So with that said, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, your boys clocking out. Shadow X. See you guys in the next one.